Welcome to this beginner cha-cha crisscross basic dance lesson.
Learning tips, including health and safety advice, are in the description.
This basic step is asymmetrical, so it is not symmetrical. Most basic steps have at least some symmetry to them. So for learning these, you need to kind of forget about trying to make it look right, because for most people it looks wrong because it's so unusual. Instead, copy what you see on the screen, follow the instructions, and try and make it look the same. I find a lot of students need extra time to learn this basic step. I've not put too much extra time into the video because you can always just keep replaying to retry bits. Join in as we dance back basic. Watch the pattern for as long as you need to, and then join in when you feel ready.
That's what I call cross basic. Doesn't necessarily have a name, but it's useful in some moves. Cross with the left now. Cross with the left. Cross with the right. My stepping will look more awkward here. Well, it always looks a bit awkward when I'm demonstrating because I'm trying to make it really clear. But here, it's awkward to do it on a piece of paper. So I'm crossing with the left, crossing with the right, crossing with the left, crossing with the right. Just stop and start again if you need to. Let's look at a common issue in cross basic. I'm going to do it with my back to the camera so it's easier for you to see what's going on. If I'm going to step this way, I actually step with this side. So this side goes across. Cross and cha-cha-cha. Cross and cha-cha-cha. I'll emphasize that one more time. If I'm going to go this way, it's this foot that goes. Across and cha-cha-cha. Pause. And then if I'm going to go this way, it's actually this leg on this side that steps across. Cross and cha-cha-cha. So I'll just do that real time again. Cross and cha-cha-cha. Cross and cha-cha-cha. Cross and cha-cha-cha. Cross and cha-cha-cha. Because you might be doing this, because quite a few people do this initially, because for various reasons it might feel right, but it's not what we're aiming for. You might find yourself just kind of stepping across like that because you're like, well, I'm going that way. I'll step with the leg that's on that side. You may not even be doing it consciously. It may just be an unconscious thing because your body is going to go, well, if I'm going that way, I'll just step with the leg that's over there already. Surely that's easier. It is easier, but we kind of lose the timing and rhythm of the dance. So we're not, if we're going to go this way, we do not step with that leg. We do step with this leg. We step across. Cross and cha-cha-cha, 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 cross and I was obviously exaggerating at the end there.
There are two versions of crisscross basic. Join us as we practice version 1 individually. The leader does cross basic and the follower does back basic. Join us dancing version 1 together. The leader does cross basic and the follower does back basic. We're going to look at the pattern we make during crisscross basic. Let's dive straight in and look at the position after the leader has stepped forward with the left and the follower has stepped backwards with the right. What's going on? It's quite an unusual shape, isn't it? You might even pause the video and try and recreate this exact shape. Let's return to the center and watch again the movement that happens. The leader's left foot goes across, the follower's right foot is going to go backwards. There's barely any symmetry here. It's an unusual move, but once you get used to it, it's okay. Now what would happen if the leader went backwards? So if the leader goes back on the left, the follower must go forwards, because there's always one person going backwards and one person going forwards in crisscross basic. Let's watch. There we go. The leader stepped back and the follower stepped forwards. Join us practice version 2 individually. The leader does back basic. The follower does cross basic. Join us dancing version 2 together. The leader does back basic, the follower does cross basic. Now we repeat version 1. Join us dancing version 1 together. The leader does cross basic, the follower does back basic. The crisscross basic can be compared to the forward and back basic. A lot of students find this very, very helpful. Let's initially look at the forward and back basic. The leader starts by going forwards on the left, the follower starts by going backwards on the right. Let's look at the shape it makes. Okay, let's look at it again. Leader forward, follower back. What if we now twist it? So nothing changes, it's a little bit of a twist during the movement. Aha! We've got the first step of crisscross basic, so a lot of people find this a really helpful way to think about it. In case you're wondering, yes, steps 2 and 3 are still on the piece of paper. Only step 1 is off the piece of paper. So crisscross basic is sharing that with things like back basic and forward and back basic. Sometimes I say crisscross basic and sometimes I say cross basic. They are different things. I'm purposefully saying one or the other. Crisscross basic is when two people are dancing together and it's the overall basic step. Cross basic is just looking at one person's dancing on their own, and it's the move where you step across and forwards on the first beat of each bar. Now some music to practice to at the end of the lesson. You can practice on your own or you can join in, as initially we do version 1 where the leader starts stepping forward across with the left and the follower steps backwards with the right. Let's start dancing now. Now let's do version 2. This is where the leader steps backwards with the left and the follower steps forwards and across with their right. Let's start dancing now. Thanks for watching. This is one of a series of nearly 50 lessons that create a complete partner dance learning experience. The video description and my website have lots more information to help.